back with the tutorial, yay! So today I wanted to film a tutorial on the Becca Champagne collection. And I only have 2 of the products from this collection, but I thought that I would share a tutorial with you guys on what I would do as a look with this palette, with both of these palettes. So I used the Jaclyn Hill Becca face palette, and then the Jaclyn Hill Becca eye palette, and I came up with this look. It's very summer fresh, perfect for, you know, just hanging out outside, and I use very light products, so the blush came out a little bit more intense than I thought, but I actually kind of like it. I don't normally go so heavy with the blush, but I love that it's really pigmented, and I barely tapped the blush in this palette. But I'm loving both of these, and it's perfect for travel. They're just so compact, and I just can take this and a bronzer and I'm good to go, because the shade in here is a little too dark. The shade, because the shade Amaretto in here is more of a blush for me than a contour shade, but it's still the perfect palette for me to travel with, and I'm really loving this look. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you already haven't. It would really mean a lot to me. And thank you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Hey guys, so I'm going to start by priming my eyes. I'm using the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, and I'm just going to put that all over my lids and then blend it in with a damp beauty blender. And then I'm going to set it using this peach shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette. Mine's customizable, but you can just pick up any of her powders singly. And then for my eyes, I'm using the Becca Champagne collection palette, and I know that this is going to be out of stock soon, but you can use any colors similar to this. I'm using the Dusty Rose shade in the palette and just a angled crease brush, and I'm just applying that very sloppily to my crease. With any tapered blending brush, I'm just going to go in with this brown shade and also apply that to my crease to add a little bit more depth. You don't need to do this step, but I wanted it to be a little bit more warmer, and I just really wanted to use this color in the palette. Then going in with the Champagne color in the palette. I know that Makeup Forever makes a similar shade. I will link it down below because I do have it. I just don't know the name off the top of my head. But I'm just going to take that with any flat brush and synthetic flat brush, and I'm just going to apply that to my lid. And I wanted more of a pigmentation from this, so I just spritzed my brush a little bit to dampen it and then make the color more intense, because I felt like it just wasn't as pigmented as I wanted it to be. Then going in with the dark mauve purple shade in the palette, I'm going to take that and just apply that to the outer corner of my lids just to give it more of a smoky look. And going in with a tapered blending brush, I'm just going to blend all of that together so that it just looks more seamless, and I don't have any additional product on the brush. And then because of all the blending, I thought that some of the pigmentation from the champagne color went away, so I just went ahead and added a little bit more to blend everything together and just have a little bit more of that champagne color on my lids. Then I went in and did some wing liner. Oh my god, liner is such a pain in the ass. I'm having issues with it today. As you can see, I had some issue with liner, but I'm going to prime my face with the Laura Mercier primer, and then for foundation I'm using a BB cream. I'm using the Dior Skin BB cream, and I'm mixing 2 colors, 003 and 004, I believe, just because they don't have a shade that matches me, and a combination of the 2 works pretty well for me. Then I'm just going to dab that all over my face and then blend everything together with a really, really, really damp beauty blender. And I take a lot of time to blend in my foundation and BB cream just because I don't want to feel it, and I feel like the more I blend, the better it looks and it doesn't sink into my pores around my nose. And then I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer and apply that to my nose, my under eyes, a little bit on the sides of my mouth because I have a little darkness there, and then my forehead to just even it out because the shade is a little bit lighter than my skin tone. I'm going to go back in and just blend everything out with my Beauty Blender. And then to set everything, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia contour palette, and I'm going to just go back in with that peach shade and just use this fluffy tapered brush and just set everywhere I applied the concealer. Otherwise, I will have creasing because I am oily combination skin, and I need to make sure everything is set, especially since the weather's been really humid lately. Going in with a combination of nutmeg and Havana, and I'm going to use my NARS Ita brush, and I'm going to use that to contour. I'm going to go pretty. I'm also going to contour my nose a little bit. I just felt like I wanted to do that today, so I'm just going to use the NARS Ita brush, which makes it really easy to do that. And then I'm just going to go in with this tapered, I believe this is a blush brush, but I use it for contour, and I'm just using that to blend everything out so it's not so harsh. And then to set my brows, I'm using the L'Oreal Tinted Brow Gel in Espresso, and I'm just using that to set my brows. Then I'm going to go back in with that Champagne palette by Becca, and I'm going to take this flat shader brush, and I'm going to apply the light brown shade under my eyes. And then I'm going to go in with the purple shade and just blend everything out even more to smoke it out a little bit. To curl my lashes and apply the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. And honestly, I don't like this mascara. This is my first time using it, and I don't think I will be using it again. Highlight my brow bone and my inner corner of my eyes. I'm just going to go in with that white shade in the palette and just lightly dust that onto underneath my brow bone and onto the inner corners of my eyes. I'm going in with the Champagne Collection Face Palette, which is really beautiful, by the way. I'm going to take the blush shade in there called Pimple Mousse, I believe. I don't know if that's how you say it. And I'm just going to apply that to my cheekbones. I have to say that this is a very, very pigmented blush, and I have medium tan skin, so it's very pigmented, and you don't need that much. Then I'm going to go in with a blush topper, Rosé Spritz, and I'm just going to lightly apply that to the tops of my cheekbones, and then mixing the two highlight shades Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop, I'm going to apply a pretty generous amount. It's very pigmented to my cheekbones. I also wanted to have a little bit more fun with this and see how it looked just going all out highlight, and so I applied some to my nose, a little bit to the tops of my brow, and then on my upper lip, and then whatever was left on my brush, I just lightly tapped that on my chin. My lips, I'm using this Milani lipstick in the shade Rose. Just a really beautiful nude rose color, which I think just tied this look together. And then I'm just going to set my face with some Mario Badescu rose spray. This is not a setting spray, but I just wanted some extra boost of hydration on my face. And that completes this look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!